Hello and good afternoon, guys. Welcome back. So today's lesson, well, not really a lesson, but it means to open up a bombardment to the whole YouTube thing that is dating a transgender. That wasn't quite as dramatic as I was hoping for. Anyway, now before we go on, diving head first into the not that you guys really have a dirty mind. I'm proud of you. So let's briefly talk about the term tranny. Now there are some people out there who don't like me using the term tranny for myself. Like, it's almost like I'm offending myself or hold myself into like a negative place or position. I mean, I get it. I do. The word hasn't exactly been covered in rose petals with kittens and puppies happily napping around it in its long and star-studded history. They say things like, but you're a woman, not a tranny, or you're not straight, you're gay, and as much as they're true, perhaps I'm just too pragmatic and haven't allowed myself to slide all the way down that transgender rabbit hole just yet, and this might become clear in just a moment or two as we go further into the topic. So, dating transgender male or female, although this does tend to be more of a trans girl thing, more of their sort of issue that's come up from this. I don't know whether that's because we have more transgender females on platforms like YouTube than transgender males. It could be that, it could be a number of reasons really, but it seems to be more transgender girl, and now I'm waffling. I didn't want to waffle. There is some debate going across these sort of platforms over saying that not dating someone who is transgender is hateful. Honestly, I don't have a clue why this is even being debated, if I'm honest with you. I do. I understand. But it should be a non-issue really, in my own personal, rather humble opinion. So let me make that opinion perfectly clear. It's not hateful. Let's say I come up to you and be flirty, charming, a little bit cute. God, that still feels weird, doesn't it? You know, using like female traits for me. I mean, you can use them in your head as much as you like, but until you actually give voice to those thoughts and those ideas, it always sort of feels a little bit foreign, a little bit alien. You know, it's been like nearly a year, guys. Like nearly a full year since I came out, and still those little moments like that catch me. You know, like they're like catch in the back of your head, like, wow, this is real, you know. But anyway, enough about me. You didn't come here to listen to, well, you did, but you didn't come here for me, mostly. Back on point. Reason one, you don't think you can help or be strong enough to support that person through the transition and beyond it. Reason two, they aren't sexually attracted to what you have to offer them, be it physical appearance, face, body shape, or your genitalia. Reason 3. They hate trannies and they so burn in the fires of hell for all eternity for breaking God's creation. Okay, that reason 3 might be a little bit stereotypical and also filled with hatred. So, you know, you can stand fairly well on that one. I mean, we're just people at the end of the day. We ain't like evil, mostly. With number 1, I doubt anyone would actually argue against that. I mean, being able to tell someone that you can't physically help them, I mean, that's like, it's not about you in that situation, it's about the individual who has been so open and honest with you to say that they don't think they can help because they're not strong enough. I mean, you have to respect that. You have to say, okay, well, thank you very much. Maybe we can still talk and things like that. I mean, whatever. But you can't argue against number one. I mean, we all know that being transgender isn't easy. I haven't done it for a full year. I mean, starting my hormones. I don't know what the hormones are going to do to me. I could have like a crying fit for no reason. In my mind, it's like being both on your period and pregnant at the same time. When it's at its worst days, you know, when you're at the highest dosage. Hopefully not. I mean, I'll be a horrible person to be near then. But I just imagine what the worst days are going to be like. But it's reason number 2 that I gave you. It seems to have all the controversy with it. Stupid Trey, stop squeaking at me. The word preference. Preference is important here with this. There are some people who say that refusing to date someone who is trans is either hate, bigotry, those types of terms, you know, it's discriminatory, or they have vagina preference. Again, this is much more of a trans girl thing than it is trans boy. I imagine there's still situations out there which are like that, but it does tend to be more aimed at, I mean, the more lesbian angle of the LGBT. Why am I pussyfooting on words? It seems to be more aimed at lesbians than it is at gay guys. Just seems to be how it is and what I've seen of it. I don't buy that though, you know? I mean, if some bloke came up to me and said, hey, let's go make some sweet music together, I'm like, mate, how about now? Preference is a real thing that we all have and we all suffer from. I like women. That's a preference. I don't like men. I'm not attracted to penis. I have one still, unfortunately. And I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't like having it attached to me. I don't want to engage in that. I mean, I have no interest in that. Now, with my woman I'm attracted to, I like a woman physically who has a nice butt. I enjoy a very fine posterior, and I will not tell a lie upon that. Would I date someone who doesn't have that? Have a butt you can play free smack? You know, that sort of course I would. It's a preference. It's not something which is in stone. I mean, if their personality is nice and they have a physical appearance which is attractive to me, then of course I will. These are small things in which it makes it more attractive. Would I date a guy? Likelihood of I would date a guy would be like less than 0%. Not that I hate guys, nothing wrong with them, but it doesn't do anything for me. There always has to be an attraction. If there is no attraction, then you've got no relationship. And to try to make somebody engage in a relationship with you, be it an emotional or sexual one, it's just downright wrong. You can't make someone engage in that with you when they don't want to. I mean, open up your soul to someone is important. It really is. I mean, you could be naked in front of someone, in terms of physically naked. You could be naked in front of the entire world, but to let somebody into your soul, to let someone into the very fabric of your being, that's truly being naked. And if you don't love the person, if you don't trust that person, if you feel attracted to that person, then you're not being true to yourself, and they're not being true to you either. Because I can understand some of it. I can. And you look at me, you don't see a girl. Let's be honest here. Some people say that they do. I don't. Okay, when you have some trans girls like Miss Blair White, Steph Sundiati, Ella Grant, you wouldn't even have a clue that they were trans to begin with. And I honestly thought the braid already had her face for feminine surgery. When I found out she was going to have it, I was like, what? What do you need that surgery for? And Steph and Jati, see, again, same with her. Why do you need that surgery? You guys look amazing anyway. And then, and this is with no shame and no negativity put towards anybody who's like me in this situation. But I think the most prevalent one is Riley Dennis. Now, Riley looks great after her surgery. She's come along a long way. She looks fantastic now. More power to you, love. Great, keep going with it. You're looking wonderful. But before then, I'm sorry, but you look quite male. I mean, your face, you had a very large Adam's apple that I know you couldn't have done much about. It's horrible. And people doubted Riley, I know they did. Because Riley did look still quite masculine. I still look quite masculine. I must say Sam's still quite masculine. Which sucks. It really sucks. I mean, I still get called male pronouns all the time. Like every single day I still get called, oh, cheers lad, well done sir, cheers boy. And it's like, ugh. I know some people, like my work colleagues, they still make those mistakes, and that's fine. They're going to make those mistakes. And they try to correct themselves, and they're getting so good at it, but there are people who don't really make that effort. Or they don't try to say like, oh, God, I'm sorry. Perhaps it's me being touchy about the subject. I don't know. So I get it. When they say that refusing to date someone simply because they don't have a vagina or they're transgender, it feels hateful. It feels like you're being discriminated against, and honestly you are. Based upon their preference, not upon a means to oppress you. The thought of not actually having someone in your life for the rest of your days, it sucks. Downright it sucks. And when you still look quite masculine, you stick out like a sore thumb. I mean, I know I do. And it's so destroying to think that no one will love you. So you get pulled into a negative mindset, you know, like, it can't just always be you. There has to be some hatred. Some people must hate you for it. And then soon everybody's like that. It's easy to get pulled back into that. But guys, we are better than this. We really are. Yes, you should always tell somebody that you're trans. Always. So you can't base a relationship, I hate that word, you can't base a relationship on a mistruth from the beginning. And you shouldn't criticize someone for not being attracted to you. I'm not attracted to Beyonce. I'm not attracted to Rihanna. Because personality is important to me and I don't know them. And you shouldn't blame someone for leaving. So, let me conclude this up now, my lovelies, okay? Preferences are fine. They're perfectly normal. You got no reason to feel guilty for having them. You need to stop trying to shame people into petty relationships or sex. That's degrading you more as well as them. Okay? So be nice to yourselves. That's not me. Look, just don't be a dick. Okay? Get to know the person. Spend some time developing a bit of a fledgling friendship, but not too much. Just, you know, become that little bit of like acquaintances, sort of friends, that kind of thing. Then ask them out. Explain the whole, hey, yo, still got a penis. You know, just, I'm not putting, you know, like physically putting out there, like, you don't stand up, slap on the table, still got this, love. You don't do that, but you make it clear that, you know, it's still there. It's not going to be there forever, you know. Don't expect it to be all like, I hate penis, but you know, I'll say hello to that one for you. Not saying that, but you be open and you be honest about it. And you know, and if they're still interested, then you know, gravy train, everyone jump on board. If not, you know, you can still try and work in a friendship with them. I mean, just because they're not physically attracted to you doesn't mean you can't be friends with the person. And you know, who knows? Maybe they'll be really interested in the whole transition and the process that goes through it all. Maybe they're not attracted to you, but would happily be there to help support you when times get bad or when you're recovering from a surgery. But if you're out on a date with them and they want to know about it, fine, tell them some of the stuff. Don't go into like the whole banana peeling thing. That's a bit much for a date, especially first date. They might not come back for date number 2 if you start talking about how the banana peeling situation comes into play with this. And always ask them stuff about themselves. Always. The dating lesson number 1. It did turn into a lesson after all. Remember, we can change the world with reason, logic and compassion. So if you liked this video, guys, then give me a like. If you didn't like the video, you can hit that dislike button. It's going to make you a bigot. Nah, I'm just kidding. If you want to dislike it, dislike it. If you want to like it. I'd happily hear your opinions, comments in the comment section. I'll try my best to reply to them all, but as I said earlier, a bit lazy. Well, not lazy, I work a lot, but lazy in terms of making videos. And you know, if you want to keep up to date with my progress and my videos, or even see all my other ones, then please subscribe. And don't forget to ring my little bell darlings as well, just for my own personal pleasure. And yours, of course. You can visit me on Twitter, Patreon, share my videos as much as you like, because we are trying to help as many people as we can do. All the details for Twitter and Patreon are in the descriptions below. Sweet well world. See you in the morning.